It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and our next guest is shivering away after gallivanting around the far north of the country, just running around, sweating it up for a week or so. But back to reality now. Caitlin Vine, the head Kanga, joins us on the line. G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm cold, but I'm good.
Up there, far north Queensland, where the tropical conditions, I'm sure, are a welcome break.
Absolutely. It was beautiful to get away, and we were straight back down into netball on Saturday. So, we were straight back into business. There was no mucking around.
No, and it was a good day for the Ouyen crew. So let's start there. You're welcome to Redcliffs to Blackburn Park, and we knocked them off in the A grade, 52-38.
Yeah, great win by the girls. Obviously, we were a bit nervy about Redcliffe coming in because they've been the black sheep this year, the underdog. And it was quite tight at the start, but Ouyen just sort of carried away in the end, which was a really comfortable, nice win.
14 goals. It's a good, solid win. Redcliffs obviously have improved a lot. They've had a couple of wins this year and knocking on the door of that top four. So anytime you can knock off a fellow top four contender is a good result, I'd imagine.
Absolutely. They did surprise me a little bit, Redcliffe. They were probably a little, I don't know what the word is, not ratty, but they weren't as clean as what I thought they would be. I think they were probably a bit nervous and a bit eager for the win, and that actually probably didn't do them any favours on the day. So if they can clean that up, they'll be, they'll be right back in it.
Yeah, well, 14 goals. Might sound like a lot, but it's not a huge amount really in netball terms, is it? So they've still got some work to do, the Redcliffs crew. But how'd the rest of the club go throughout the day?
Yeah, not too bad a day. D and the B girls had really close losses, unfortunately. The Redcliffe girls were just too good. Our C reserve, they're up and coming. They had a fantastic win, which was great to see. They're working as a team, which is amazing. And we had a couple of junior wins as well in our 17-2s and our 15-2s. So, yeah, pretty solid day. Happy with the wins we got and the loss quite tight. So we'll get them next time. And, yeah, pretty positive all around. We also had the Tony Cure Cup, which we play against Redcliffe every year in their seniors and the A grade. So we were lucky enough to obviously win that in the A grade and the seniors, which was pretty special for us. Tone was a pretty special person in our club, unfortunately passing away a few years ago. So that was a special day for everyone.
The cup's in good hands and good weekend all round for the club. So let's move on to have a look at some of the other results in the A grade competition. First of all, Wentworth did what we expected them to do against Imperials, beat them fairly comfortably by 36 goals in the end.
Yeah, no surprises there. That's a pretty comfortable win, and I reckon Wentworth might have had a couple out too on holidays. So even with that, they did that pretty comfortably.
Probably the biggest surprise of the round was the ease at which Mildura knocked over South Mildura. Now, we know that COVID throws up some odd results from time to time, but nearly doubling their score, Mildura, 58-30. In the past, South have been the masters of this matchup, but not this time around.
Yeah, really interesting to see Mildura starting to step it up. Actually, if you look at the ladder now, I think Wentworth and Mildura are both on the same amount of points, so they might be the two teams to beat. Obviously, Mildura smashing South, which is interesting as we head into South this weekend. So, yeah, you can win there. And
Moo've been doing the hosting for Irimple. Well, Irimple enjoyed that a lot because they had a 13-goal win in the end, 57-44, high-scoring clash. But in the end, Irimple just a touch too good.
Yeah, no surprises there, but quite a high-scoring game for both fields, so would have been a good one to watch.
Yeah. So if we have a quick check of the A-grade ladder, we see, as you mentioned, Wentworth and Mildura tied on points, bearing in mind Mildura have had a loss, Wentworth have not. They've played one extra game, so a pretty clear percentage gap. Then we go to Ouyen Kangas, who have played the 5 games as well and are a game and a half back. South Mildura on 12 points. Irimple on 10, catching them quickly. Redcliffs on 8, along with Imperials on 8. Moorbeen 4, Robinvale Euston yet to break the duck. So that ladder is a bit jam-packed there in between 3rd and 5th, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's anyone's game for the top 4 at this point, and we're not even halfway through the season, so I think it's only going to get tighter as we go.
Round 7 this week, and you made an excellent point there about the tightness of that grouping there and the fact that you've got a big game this week because you head off to Mildura, I imagine playing on the new courts there or the new stadium that they've built. and South Mildura wait for you.
Yeah, so this is going to be a fun one at their new stadium. So we'll actually be on indoor courts, which we would have never played on apart from our Monday night netball. So that'll be interesting. I know some of the girls love indoor courts, some of us not so much. So hopefully that doesn't affect us too much. At least we'll be out of the element. So forward to getting up to South Mildura. They're always a lot of fun and they're tough competitors. So it's going to be a good one. But I'm confident that hopefully our A grade can get up. I know we're going to have a few key players. Kat Brown will be out and potentially one of our centre players as well. So I think our A graders will be playing a bit of B and our B graders playing a bit of A, but that's fitness and hopefully we can come through with a couple of wins.
Well, it's a big game, 3rd and 4th on the ladder really. So one of those ones that you just have to tick off. Doesn't matter how, you just have to get it done.
Yep, it doesn't matter if we win by 1 point. We'll be happy a win's a win.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the other matchups. We got Redcliffe's doing the hosting for Wentworth, so the top side will come to town. You wouldn't expect them to be in any significant trouble, but Redcliffe's an improving side. Hopefully they can put up a good account of themselves.
Yeah, yep. Hoping that Redcliffe can still put up a solid fight. I don't think they'll win, but as I said earlier, if they can just clean up their play a little bit, I think they'll come out really firing and have a good crack.
South and Ouyen United are probably the match of the round, but this one's just as close, I reckon. Imperials taking on Merbeen down the other end of the ladder. You'd think Imperials here just have to win. Merbeen have probably been a little bit off the bit, couldn't get it done last week, but Imperials might start favourite here, but it should be fairly tight.
Yeah, Imperials a young side again, so they've got that inexperience, but they've been playing really consistently, so I think Imperials will get the win.
Yep. And Robinvale Euston haven't had a win yet, so they're at home to Mildura, who are equal top flying. Mildura wants some extra percentage in this one if they can get it, but Robinvale Euston won't be brushed aside that easily, you wouldn't think.
Definitely not brushed aside, and we haven't played them yet, so it's tough to know what they're like when we haven't seen them. They usually put up quite a good fight, and they're usually quite tough to play against. So I think they'll still give Mildura a bit of a run, but I think Mildura will come out quite easily in the end.
All right. Anything else to mention before we wrap it up today?
No, just really excited to get back into it, try and adjust hold and hoping to get a few more wins, especially in our juniors this week. So, looking forward to a cracking day in Mildura.
Good stuff. Well, get them to turn up the heaters to help you acclimatise their indoors at South. And good luck for the weekend to the Kangas. At least you'll come home not drenched.
That's it. Thanks so much, mate. Go Kangas.